hello, friends. It's been a while. It's been a little while since being here on Twitch because I was over at Kurosushi's Instagram last week. Then I don't know. Everything feels so nebulous, you know. Puglie, hello. Thank you so much for joining. I came back on Monday from Calgary because I was over there at Odafest. I was invited as a special guest for Odafest, which means so much to me. Even just having the honor of being invited as a special guest for a convention, it's like, who am I? But I'm grateful to be there, and I'm just really lucky to have that kind of opportunity. So I was over at Calgary for the weekend, and it was just an amazing time. I cannot stress enough how amazing of a convention Odafest is. Like, it is the anime convention in Calgary, and you know, it's not Anime Expo or anything, it's not large, but it's packed because everyone that loves anime is gonna go to Odafest. But also, out of all the conventions I've ever been to, Odafest is the only convention that really treats artists with kindness and respect. There are volunteers and staff members that come around and ask you if you need water, if you need to hydrate, if you need to run for a bathroom or anything you need, they're there for you. And that is just like, it seems so basic in a way, but no other convention does that. And I don't know, to be invited as a guest for such an amazing convention, I'm just so grateful. So grateful. But as I ramble on, let's get on to working on some artwork, which is something that I haven't done in a while, and that is the bubble tea logo that we've been working on for the past ages or so for the bubble tea vinyl toy, which is still in the making, is still in the process of. I think with all the lockdowns in China, everything's backed up. Communication is really just kind of held back, and there's a lot of like things on my plate and a lot of reminders for myself to be like, okay, make sure to message this person, make sure to follow up with this person. And guys, I just want to make Puglie things. I just want to be like, here's my design, here's my email, here's money, and just make it and ship it to me. Like, I just want to be rolling in Puglie stuff. So it's been a time. I think in general in the world, it's been a time, and that's saying it kindly. But guess while I'm kind of going on and kind of figuring out what my bearings are again, because it's been so long since my pen has touched the tablet. How's everyone else been? How's everyone been doing? And what y'all up to perhaps this weekend? Oh man, I remember I needed to go for, here's everything, now do your job, right? I mean, like, obviously be kinder to the salespeople and the people that work with you, but at the same time, it's like, please don't forget me. Please, just here's what you need. Please just help me make this. I am but a small boy with a small pug. Oh boy, Photoshop is not liking me. Yet, the spinning wheel of death. Come on. It's been so long since I've touched anything artistic, and I'm just so happy to be back. But yeah, my convention experience was really fun. This year, the convention used to be 3 days long. This year, it was only 2 days, and I was like, alright, okay. It's only like for Saturday and Sunday. That's not a bad sign. Let's see how it goes. And it was amazing. It was such a blast. The one thing, I've been good. Nothing much to say. That's good. Are you playing any new games recently? Or are you still just like mining away at Minecraft? the one hiccup this year at Odafest, which sounds like a good thing. I mean, it is a good thing, but you know, sometimes when you get overwhelmed, it's tough. Is that there was an unprecedented amount of people that wanted to attend. For the first time, I think, for them, they sold out of all tickets to attend the event, and unfortunately, the rush of people came all on the Saturday, and they were just, not only was the Odafest understaffed, which made things really difficult, but they just weren't prepared for that amount of turnout. And what event is? I mean, after 2 years of lockdown, after still some people being, you know, COVID anxious and not going to conventions and stuff, no one could have foretold or imagined just how many people showed up. But apparently, you know, there is COVID restrictions still, or not restrictions, I guess, like, legally perhaps, but every private event has every right to create rules, right, that they would enforce to keep their staff or attendees and other people safe. Like, and one of them would be COVID restrictions, limiting the amount of people that would be in at a time, so people aren't like shoulder to shoulder. And it was just a rough time, because apparently lineups to get into the convention were like 2 hours long. Like, that's intense for a convention the size of Odafest. And I don't know. Odafest like ended up cutting the line at 4 p.m. and that upset a lot of people that were lining up. And you know, of course you would be upset. You lined up for this long. You're waiting to go in. You're excited to visit some exhibitors or meet some voice actors and whatnot. So of course they're gonna be upset. But I hope, you know, through all the upset and everything, people realize that this small convention is doing the best that they can do in the moment that they had to do it. Like, they didn't, they thought it was best for you to not waste your time and be stuck in a lineup, potentially not being able to get in. Especially, it was a pretty hot day that day in Calgary. But yeah, a lot of people were upset with them and expressed it on social media and stuff, and it was rough. But I hope a lot of people understand that, you know, it was what it was at that time, and Odafest is trying, and Odafest is learning and growing, and that's so much more that can be said about other conventions. I refound my login to Steam and played Raft for like a week straight a few months ago. Well, I started playing Genshin in the start of the year too, so yeah. Still love Minecraft though, just don't know what to do. Yeah, it's first of all, yeah, when I discovered Raft, like the game, I played it for a month straight. Like, I binged it. I had a ton of fun, but then eventually, like, I had to get back to work, or I had to be more productive, and I had to shift my focus elsewhere. And then you're getting into Genshin, nice. And yeah, the thing with Minecraft is, like, outside of the main story, and like perhaps playing with friends, I assume you have to be kind of like self-directed in what you want to achieve, what you want to build and do and stuff. And at some point, like, perhaps you just want to be told, like, oh, where should I go next? So yeah, that's tough. And I can see, like, Minecraft being one of those things where, you know, you definitely revisit after putting it down for a little while. Oh, this is cute. Desire, hello. Thank you so much. And thanks for joining again. How have you been? We're just working on this line art to hopefully get this, all this going, and I have something to show for my, toy manufacturers that have been waiting so long for me, patiently. trying to get that right cheek puff, you know? That's a pretty good cheek puff. Alright, start a new layer, so I can very simply do this. Okay. I mean, yeah, there are things that can't be done. Yeah, for sure. Like, you know, in that moment, for the event, it's just what it is. And I wish, it's okay to be upset. It's okay to have expectations, and when those expectations aren't met, you're gonna feel disappointment, because you're human. But how do you react to that feeling of disappointment? How do you convey yourself? That's what defines you. And I hope even if people lashed out a little bit in the beginning, in the future, they'll give Odafest another shot, and they'll understand that, you know, you gotta give people room to grow and change. And room isn't just like physical space, it's time and the, you know, the cushion to make mistakes. I basically have been using Genshin as a little creative break because it's a pretty game visually. Oh yes, absolutely. Visually, it's like such an amazing looking game. I really do appreciate that style. But like, I kind of wish I could get into Genshin. And the only reason I haven't is because of its tutorial phase. When I tried to boot up Genshin, I did not get past the tutorial because it was way too, it's what I call hand-holdy. It's where you're not given nearly any freedom to kind of make mistakes or just run around and discover things on your own. And I get, like, you know, maybe an item or equipment menu is not somewhere you would explore normally, but it is, because I do. And yeah, I get really sick of games if their tutorial is just way too strict and rigid, and it's like, you have to press this button because it's flashing and we're not gonna let you press any other button. Like, I wish there was a setting at the very beginning of a game, any game, that's just like, how detailed do you want a tutorial to be? And I would probably choose like medium or like no tutorial. Just let me run in and make my own mistakes. Quantinator, fancy seeing you here. Hello. God, I hate the tutorial. Oh, Showphisia Megadog. Hello. Thank you so much for putting along. Appreciate you. I don't know why I don't hear my notifications anymore. I think there's something bugging. I was in voice chat with a friend when I started, and I kept saying, why is the tutorial so long, right? It's, like, for real. Every time I thought I was done the tutorial, I was like, oh, I can run in the woods now. Oh, I need to go to the city? Okay. Like, I'm running towards that city, right? And then that's where you meet the bowman, the girl that, like, is dressed in red. I think her weapon's a bow. And then that's when you learn to, like, I don't know, switch characters or try playing her for a little bit. And it's like, okay, that's neat. And then, I forget what exactly it is, but it's like, oh, she gifts you some items, and then it teaches you how to, Amber, there we go, yeah. Oh, you need to learn to glide, yeah. They give you some items, and you have to learn how to equip it and stuff, and there's, like, nothing else you can press in the menu until you do exactly what the tutorial is telling you. Like, look, man, there really should be an option in settings, or, like, before you boot up a game, it asks you, like, I don't know, have you ever played a video game before? Or like, have you ever played this type of game before? Because like, just if I answer yes, show me like little to nothing. Or at the very least, just let me skip this stuff, please. Show Fizzy, thank you, hello, hello. And then the dragon shows up. Hoyoverse, please, where's the skip tutorial function? I need it, right? I don't think I got to the dragon. I honestly don't think I have. At that point, I just quit. I was like, screw this. I cannot be bothered. Because you know what? This is what I loved about Breath of the Wild, which we all have to admit, Hoyo, like, let's say, got really inspired by. And, like, okay, in Breath of the Wild, my girlfriend literally ran outside with only pants on. Like, Link woke up, and my girlfriend's not the type to explore or, you know, search around areas or even, like, turn around. Like, if Link wakes up and hops out and he's looking at the light at the end of the tunnel to get out of the cave, she has no inspiration to, like, turn Link around to see if there's anything behind him, you know? Like, see if there's any hidden items or anything like that. So she was allowed to just run out, like, with pants on, with only pants on, and just explore the world, and it became a very hard game for her. But that's what you get. Like, those are the consequences of not exploring and looking around things, and that's what I love. So when I started up Breath of the Wild, Link woke up, and I searched the cave. I went behind, like, that little, like, coffin tomb thing he woke out of from. I hit all the boxes, and then that's when I realized you get a pants and a shirt, and I think, like, a wooden sword. And it's like, yeah, I get rewarded for exploration. The tutorial is just teaching me how to hit things and pick up stuff, and then drop things, and then it just continues as I go. Max Black Cat, hello, hello! Thank you so much for joining, and also thank you so very much for joining at the Kurasushi live stream. I appreciate your support there, and thank you for chatting with me over there. Oh man, little insider information. I was so nervous doing the Kurasushi live stream. Like, being here, I get to be myself. I get to be, you know, I can swear, I can talk about other things, I can do whatever I want. But on the Kurasushi live stream, of course, because I am, you know, being on their Instagram account, being their collaborator, I instantly become a representative of them. I had to really watch what I say. I couldn't swear, and I had to make sure to, like, you know, shout them out and talk a lot about Kurasushi, of course, which I would normally, but not to that extent. So it was like, oh man, I have to really pre-read everything that people say and figure out how to respond to it quite fast. I hardly ever play games, but I once played this Walking Dead game where every decision you make will have a consequence, and got certain people killed, and I was stressed. Oh no! Yeah, like, there are definitely games like that where you want to feel the consequences of your actions. Definitely not a game for everyone, but I'm so sorry you had such a stressful time. At least Breath of the Wild, it's like, well, the only person that's gonna get killed is you. So it's like, you have many options to run away or to hide or do something that will not get you killed, at least. I would be freaking out too. Yo, I zoned out and I thought you meant that Peggy ran out of the house with no top on, just pants, just free. You did amazing at Kura Sushi. You introduced a lot of new people to Puglie. They loved you. Max Black Cat, thank you so very much. I'm glad. I know a lot of people went in there not knowing what to expect. I went in there not knowing what to expect. But I'm glad I got to do some drawing, just a little one-off drawing of Puglie as Mutamaru, I think. And nothing bad happened. I vividly recall, though, because this was definitely a test of my filtering ability, I think. At some point I asked, like, oh, what's everyone's favorite dish? Like, what do you like about Kura Sushi and everything? Just, those kind of simple questions. And some guy came in and said, I had diarrhea in my first experience there. And, that was definitely a test of me, like, pre-reading the chat before I actually read it out loud. And, of course, I never want to seem like I'm ignoring someone, so of course I acknowledged them, but I didn't have to read out what their message was. I just said, like, oh no, I hope future experiences are better for you and stuff like that. And I do mean it, but it's just, it was funny, because I was like, oh boy, this is what I trained for. But yeah, I'm glad there wasn't, I guess, too much spam or any kind of, I don't know, just any kind of weird instances that I would have to deal with. There were a couple people that joined in that was just like, oh, shout out to, this East Coast college crew or something like that. And I'm like, alright, y'all do your shout outs, A-okay. Kokoro, hello! Thank you so much for joining! Been a while. How was the con? My friend took a picture of your booth when he went. Oh, it has been so far so good. The convention was amazing. The turnout was, as everyone is saying, unprecedented. And it was just a great con, great weekend. So lucky to have good weather that day. And it was nice. Also, the convention center that OdaFest is held in is one... Let me see. Let me just, like, recall some convention history. I would say one of the very few, probably like one of the 3 convention centers I've been to that actually has like natural light. So they have like these massive windows that that face out into the city, and so natural light is able to just come in and flood most of the exhibitors hall. And oh my god, it just, natural light makes such a huge difference to my mood. Like that's why I'm always so bright. Like there's my windows open here, my windows open there and everything, because I love natural light, even on a cloudy day or something, because most conventions are just walled in. There's no natural light or anything. It's what it is. You get the artificial light from the booth or the warehouse lighting, and you would have no idea if it's night or day outside. So it's just really nice to be in that type of environment. Otherwise, like, it was really sweet. Support was good, the mood was good, vibes were all good. Oh, I had this one person come up to me. It was super touching, and it definitely gives me this like reinvigoration of like why I do Puglie and stuff. Like, there were a handful of people that came by my table, saw Puglie, and just laughed. Like, there's this girl that was just like, I can't look at him. He keeps making me laugh, and that makes me so happy. I love seeing people laugh. I love seeing people laugh at my idiot. Like, that's all he's meant to be. That's all he's meant to do. But there's this one guy that came up to me, and he seemed really excited to meet me, and he pulled out his phone and he showed me this picture of his room, and it was like this big, like either longboard or surfboard that was put up on his wall, and on it was a print of the old version of my Puglie hot dog, and then at the underneath it was engraved bug-eyed sausage roll. And at first I thought this was a sign for like his hot dog stand or something, and I was like, oh, cute. Like, I'm a little half and half when it comes to Puglie being used for like people's signs and stuff. In one way, it's like maybe use a different logo for yourself, but in another way, I'm like, I don't want to, unless you're like really really big and you're creating your whole branding on him. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to super put in the effort, but sorry. The story comes from oh, hello, I love your design work. Tangerine Chan, thank you so very much for being here, and thank you for the kind words. I highly appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy me creating Puglie as I go. Hello, hello. Feel free to yeah, just hang out, chat, tell me how your day is, tell me what you're looking forward to in the week, and hope you're doing well. Yeah, so this guy shows me his board, right? And then he tells me that he lost his pug when he was 14, and engraving and having that board made, printed and everything and put up on his wall was his way to remember his pug. And I guess he had stumbled upon sausage, like a hot dog Puglie, and when he found that artwork, he just felt like it was so perfect, because what he used to call his pug was bug-eyed sausage roll. I'm sure as a pug he was just a sausagey tube, and of course he's buggy-eyed and everything, and he was so happy that I was there at the convention, because it turns out his girlfriend, this was Sunday, so his girlfriend was here on Saturday, and it was his girlfriend that spotted me and realized that, like, she recognized Puglie and realized I was there, and so she told him, like, you have to come to Odafest. The artist of that pug artwork is there. So he's telling me this, and he's telling me how grateful he is that I created Puglie, that my art like made him laugh in such a tough time and was there for him as a way to remember his pug. And as he's saying this, like he says out loud, like he's getting a little bit teary-eyed, and I could see like his eyes are turning red, and I'm getting a little teary-eyed because I lost my family dog in the end of 2020, and that missing is still there. And yeah, he came and just like threw his money down for a hoodie and was like, I have to get it, and he was just like, thank you so much, and he was just so grateful, and he was there to support me, and it's moments like this, it's stories like this that like really humble me. They really, like, there are a lot of ways that I downplay Puglie in my head, and I think it's realistic. I think it's realistic that Puglie is this idiot. Like I call him an idiot affectionately, and he's just here for a smile. He's here to make you laugh because he's here to make me laugh. But somehow, some way, he means something so deeply touching and heartfelt to other people, and it really gives me this boost that perhaps I can do something, I can offer something a little more. But sometimes a little more is just giving people a smile on a hard day, and I'm all for that too. But Paulo, if you ever stumble upon this live stream or you're seeing this video, thank you so much for sharing your story, and I mean everything by the note that I wrote you. All the happiness and love that fills your heart. I hope you carry it with you forever. And yeah, just losing a dog. Some people are strong. Some people are strong, and they can move on. Like, not move on as in forgetting their dog, but move on as in they're ready to love again. But I think for me, it's gonna be a while. This now adds on to another reason why I can't get a pug immediately. That's so sad, but at the same time so cute, right? Like, all these types of heartfelt stories, these types of the people that come and buy Puglie because they're using him as a happy reminder of, like, a loved one they lost. Like, I'm so grateful that Puglie can be that type of outlet or thing for them. Sorry, I'm just assessing the eyes right now. I used to have a bird. I lost it 5 years ago, but I really miss it. Holy crap. Yeah. Oh, I can imagine. Like, what kind of bird did you have, Puggy? Pets, like, pets in general. If you love them, you're giving them a piece of your heart. You're giving them a space in your heart, I should say. And unfortunately, when they, it's their time, the piece that, you've given them, or that they've taken up, feels empty, or it feels like it's been taken, but it's not. It's still there. It's just filled with memories now, and appreciation. Haji Panda, hello, thank you so much for joining! I think it was a little canary. We have a small, like, statue sort of thing to remind us of it. Just speaking of this makes me want to cry. Aww. Don't worry, they're good tears. I mean, they come from a place of sadness, but it also comes from a place of a lot of love. And I think, there's a lot of beauty in that. Like, there is this sadness and pain because there was so much love for the thing. And that's really beautiful. I think for a lot of people, it's really easy to just try to turn off your emotions because you're scared of getting hurt. You're scared of being excited and happy and looking forward to things because you're afraid of the possible disappointment or hurt feelings or loss or anything. So you live your life half-assing it. Just so you can save yourself a little bit of that pain, a little bit of that, like, hurt pride or ego or whatever. But in my opinion, that's no way to live. I feel a lot of pain and a lot of missing from, my two idiots that connected my family so close together. But I wouldn't have it any other way because the, like, 15 to 16 years they gave us is nothing anything else could ever give. And after all the grief and the tears and everything, all I have left are fond memories. Oh, a little bit of fond memories. I have to balance them out with, the times when they've pooped on the carpet or thrown up on the carpet or been a nuisance. You gotta balance these things out. Everyone in chat that's lurking, thank you so much for the lurky. I hope you're having a good work, a good meal, or a good existential crisis. But for anyone that wants to come in and chat, how's your day been? How's your week been? And what are you looking forward to this weekend? One time, I had to go early in the morning for a blood test, and the nurses at the blood test clinics, some of them are chatty, because they can see that you're nervous, so they chat with you, just so you can like not concentrate on the very thick needle that's going in your arm. Whereas others like are either understandably tired or just not very chatty to begin with or whatnot. And one time, like, I get nervous with blood tests. I think I would think most people are, and I'm definitely the chatty type, so that hopefully you can distract me. But this nurse was just like not really having it. Like, she didn't ask me anything. She didn't create any kind of conversation, so I decided to create the conversation. And at first I'm just like, oh, is it, has it been a really busy day? And she's like, it's always busy. And I was like, oh man, that's rough. Then I asked like, how's her day been going so far? And oh, I think that's when she said it's busy. And then at this point I'm like running out of questions. Like, this woman does not want to ask me anything, and I get it, but like, man, I'm nervous. Please, you're gonna stick a needle in my arm. I just need to not concentrate on that. So I asked her, oh, there's a notification. Jam Densey, thank you so much for booting along. Appreciate it, and I hope you enjoy everything that I'm up to with Puglie. So at this point, I asked her if she's looking forward to anything for this coming weekend. Mind you, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday morning. So at this point, she's kind of awkwardly chuckling. Like, she doesn't know how to respond in a way, and she's like, the weekend? Isn't it Tuesday? Isn't it just the beginning of the week? Don't we have a whole week left to go? Like, she was just so, speechless that I was already asking about the weekend, and it's like Tuesday morning, and I'm like, I don't know, like, maybe it's just, I'm ready for the weekend. It's just been a tough day. It's just been a tough couple of days. I didn't really get a weekend. Oh, this was the weekend that, like, my girlfriend got sick. And then I told her how my girlfriend got sick. So, like, I was playing nurse. And then she's like, oh, so you didn't really, get to enjoy a weekend because you were busy all weekend. And I was like, yeah, that's it. That's it. And then, yeah, largely it was just me talking, because at that point it's like, okay, if you don't want to have a conversation, which I understand, like, just listen to me ramble. It's okay. I'm just trying to not think of that needle that you're stabbing into my arm that is like gushing out blood. There we go. So yeah, for anyone that works in any kind of service capacity, if someone comes to you asking if you have any plans for the weekend, just know that is essentially a cry for help. Joshua, hello, thank you so much for the 15 pugging anniversary. I really, really appreciate you, and I hope you have been doing well. Oh my god. Joshua, sorry, let's see, 2 weeks ago, was it? Yeah, so sorry, 2 weeks ago, I realized I didn't do anything related to this. I went to Seattle 2 weeks ago. It was a little friend trip, and, yeah, we just went to visit, like, Capitol Hill, and, we went to the zoo. That was pretty nice. What else did we do? Ate at a couple of restaurants, visited a mall or something. Just really basic things, but oh my god. Guys, On like the last day of our trip, we went up to this area called Capitol Hill, which is where all like the hipster stuff is. It's really progressive, and you know, I drove my friends and I, and we were looking for parking spaces on the street, and we lucked out because right in front of the place that we wanted to go for brunch was an open parking space, and I was like, okay, good. Like just swerved right in, like front facing, swerved right in. Went to have brunch. Paid for my ticket and everything. Checked if the time is okay, and just paid for the parking spot. Went to have brunch. Sorry, this little middle area is giving me a lot of grief. And then at the end of brunch, I come out, like my friends and I come out. We're putting some leftovers in the car before we add some time to walk around like bookstores and stuff. And then turns out I got a ticket. I got a ticket on my car because, get this, that parking area is back-in only. Like, I have to back in my car and back in and it's only allowed. So when I got that ticket, like, I read it, it's like $47, and like, I step out and look around, and of course, lo and behold, every car around me is backed in. But at that point, I didn't really think much of it, because there's, I just figured, like, a lot of cars were coming that way, or maybe it was easier for them to back in, because, like, the parking space was slanted a little bit. And it's not like that street, it was a two-way street. It wasn't a one-way street. So, it's totally easy for me to just park straight in, which it made sense to me. Joshua, right? I was, like, my girlfriend was so pissed, I was so pissed, all our friends were so pissed, and most of all, we were so confused. We were like, where is this rule? Because I'm looking at the station where you pay for your parking, and there are signs that are like, this is a towaway zone, here's the times that you're allowed to park, pay parking code here. Nowhere on there was a sign that said back in only. It wasn't until my girlfriend and another friend went to the very start of the intersection that they saw the back in only sign. But okay, wait, hold on. Let me pull this up to show you guys, because it's just, wait, let me see if this is playing right. Alright, so somewhere along here is where I parked my car. Let's review the footage and see if you can, like, spot the back and only sign. Is it this right here that is pay here, and it tells you like the time that you can pay and stuff? Is it the traffic revision ahead? No, it's this small rectangle right below the bright orange triangle sign or diamond sign, next to all the other rectangles that are stuck to the pole for posters of events and stuff. This is the smallest sign out of all three signs here, and it is at the very beginning of the intersection. Like right here is the beginning of that street, and then as you pan, nowhere. There's no other sign in the middle. Like, hold on. Let's rewind. This is the pay station. Nowhere on the pay station was there a sign for back in only. And nowhere along the street otherwise was there a sign facing towards any cars saying that it's a back in only area. Even when we drove to move my car to find another parking space, those areas had a sign facing towards you saying this is back in only. This was such a trap. So this is not the end of my saga yet. Is this in Canada or when you visited the US? This is when I visited the US. I was in Seattle at the time. yeah, oh my god, this is not the end of the saga yet. So obviously my girlfriend's pissed, and she's like, don't pay for this. Like, don't pay this. Let me call in for you tomorrow, and like try to like dispute this and stuff. My girlfriend's really good at talking to authority and stuff like this. So when we got back to Canada, she called them, and she told me that I can actually mitigate the ticket. So mitigation is like admitting that you are guilty, because obviously there is a rule there saying you can back in only, but you feel that it is unfair for what, like, X amount of reasons, and you're asking for a lower fine. And I'm like, okay, like, that's something I can agree with. So I call in, and I get a case number and everything, and the customer support is confident that I can submit my, my details and everything online so that I can get this mitigated. Lo and behold, their website doesn't work for me. For 5 days straight, I tried every single day, at least 3 times a day, to use their website so that I can submit the video evidence and the pictures and stuff. It just wouldn't let me. It said specifically that I had to appear for my court hearing. I called customer service 4 times in total. The first 2 times was the first girl that helped me. And then the 3rd time was this lady that assured me that, like, my case number should be allowed to be using the online function, but they did, like, updates and stuff, and maybe I could try, like, tomorrow or next week or something, because I have time. And I'm like, okay. So I go to Calgary, I come back, I try it again, lo and behold, it doesn't work, so I'm on customer service again. And then, the customer service woman is literally with me the entire step of the way that I'm doing this. Like, she's double checking my info for me, making sure everything adds up, and in the end, it just didn't work. So, she said quite earnestly, like, there's nothing I can do for you from here. And I'm like, Kuroi, hello, thank you so much for joining, appreciate you, and thank you for the redemption of the drink. And so now I have to write a letter in and send that to the Seattle municipality, and I'm going to print out every frame of that video and also the picture, and write quite earnestly and innocently that I think this is unfair. Puglie, makes sense now. Yeah. Back in only. So yeah, it's just in all my experience, I've never seen back in only signs before, especially on a two-way street. And I mean, perhaps my experience is limited, but I've never seen a sign like that before, and the only time that exists is on a one-way street. Because realistically, you shouldn't be going down the opposite way of a one-way street. I was very lost on what kind of sign you were talking about. I didn't know what it was. Like, the back in only. Yeah, no worries. I mean, I didn't know what it was when I got the ticket either. But yeah, it basically means that you have to back in your car into this parking space. Or else you get a ticket, which honestly does not make any sense either. Because I obviously had to reverse out of my parking space, and it was just fine. I was able to shoulder check, I was able to look behind me to make sure no oncoming traffic was on the way. Like, I've never heard of back in only. Nice Black Cat, thank you. Like, I've seen I've seen no back in some parking lots here in Vancouver. There are spots that say like don't back in, and that's because there's a giant fan suspended like pretty much right above the parking space. So if you do decide to back in, you're going to wreck your car. So that makes sense. And the only time I've seen like, yeah, back in only is for a one-way street, not a two-way. So that was my last couple of days. Just oh my god, and the amount of like troubleshooting I did for that website. I don't expect customer service people to know everything regarding the government stuff. I especially don't expect them to know IT, like, or like developmental things regarding, you know, internet browsers and stuff. Because this the first customer support person was like, oh, we've had issues with our website for people that use Mac. Maybe try on a Windows. And I'm like, this doesn't make sense, but okay, I will humor you. I will try. Maybe by the magic of government, it's only a Windows-only website. But of course, it didn't work. I had my friend that runs on a Windows try it for me. Didn't work. I've tried it on my Mac. I've tried it on a Windows. I've tried it on my phone. I've used Chrome. I've used Safari. Nothing worked. So yeah, I'm gonna have to get some postage and send that letter off to hopefully mitigate the issue. But yeah, I just feel like, God, it's so, like, that area is so, I want to say predatory. Like, your signage is bad. I'm a tourist. I'm not from here. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm, you know, allowed to get away with the rules, but at the same time, your rules are not seen clearly anywhere. Like, what a goddamn trap. Alright, let's triple check this eye over here. I'm still in other exciting news, I might try out this new storefront, which probably won't be like an immediate shift, but I'm hoping it's gonna turn out. And if that's the case, I might be able to offer more interesting apparel designs and yeah, just do more cool things. So I'm pretty dang excited about that. Otherwise, my goal is just I want to make more merchandise. Like, I want to make more merchandise. I want to be able to expand on my own. I want to bring in more display things and just grow Puglie bigger on my own, because at the moment I'm not getting that, you know, support to grow it, and I just gotta do it myself, and that's okay. It's a learning experience, and it's me being set back into level 1, but that's alright. feel like at some point I will have to, I don't know, shill out some money for like a storage facility or something. My apartment is just getting super wrecked. The space is limited. A lot of things are limited. And yeah, I mean, it doesn't really even have to be a storage space. My mom was like, if you have a lot of storage stuff, like just bring them home. Use the house as a storage space. But I also need to clean out some of my leftover stuff that I have left in my parents' attic, which used to be my studio area. Man, in some ways, I want to have a garage sale. just a garage sale, selling all my old stuff, a lot of books that I don't want anymore, and yeah, just be able to recoup some costs, and see how that goes. Mel, hello! Gasp! I didn't get a notification for this! I'm a sue Twitch! Okay, Mel. Sue Twitch, make profit, and give me a portion of the profit. And we good. Honestly, listen. I'm literally a lawyer now. Wait, what? I've been studying for the past 3 weeks. The Johnny Depp trial? Oh my god! No! Have you been following from the beginning? I feel like I'm like super missing out, cause I only recently started watching like YouTube T channels kind of covering the case, and yeah, I haven't actually watched like the full thing. Y'all, if you need a lawyer, let me know. Yes, I'm invested. You are super missing out. This is better than any show on Netflix. It's so ridiculous. Oh my god. Like, oh, I remember distinctly this one video I watched. The coverage of it was of her saying she's donating like what, $3 million or whatever, however much. But then, you know, records show that she hasn't been keeping up with the donations, and then she said she pledged $3 million, and then the lawyer calls her out on, you know, that pledge and donations are two different things, and then Amber was like, well, I use them interchangeably, and the lawyer's like, no, I don't. And they mean two different things, and it's like, oh snap! That, oh my god, that was crazy. Oh, okay, Mel, Dish, like, okay, Mel, update me. Like, what's been the craziest moments of this trial? Like, give me the Sparks Notes over here. Cause yeah, this sounds insane. And like everyone's invested in it, and what has been like a month? Like when are they when is the trial going to be over? Is there a set time or date? Was it the end of this month? A friend of mine that went to Odafest with me is also like super invested in this trial, and I'm like she's lurking right now, but yeah, I'm like I've been trying to somewhat keep up with it. Okay. So we had a guest celebrity appearance today. Kate Moss, who debunked Amber Heard's rumors of JD pushing Kate Moss down the stairs. Wait. I thought the accusation was that JD pushed Amber Heard's sister down the stairs. Or, oh, I'm confused now. Cause like, didn't Amber Heard's like sister show up or something for a witness, as a witness? But also, why would you why would Amber say that if it was so easy for Kate Moss to just show up? I think Friday is the season finale. I need to talk to them. And her dog stepped on a bee. Wait, what? And her dog stepped on a bee? What? Oh, fucking the kazoo bee, I love him. There was proof that she cheated on him with James Franco. Oh. Yeah, she said that because she said she remembered an incident where he pushed Kate Moss. Oh my god. Right, and I learned from my friend that, you know, if she makes a mention of someone, like, then that becomes a witness. Oh my god, celebrity appearance today, like a guest star in the show. There's also these two pictures that are literally the freaking same, but definitely different filter. And she's like, no, they are different. So it's literally the same picture, just with a different filter? Like, girl, every piece of hair is in the same freaking place. What? Oh my lord. Okay. Oh, Mel, you know what it is? I'm waiting for like a 6-hour long video recap. And she shat on the bed. Right. I remember that, Bex Black Cat. I remember that was brought up. Like Johnny was talking about how he saw like feces on his side of the bed, and then when he was questioned, like, you know, how do you know that's not the dog? And Johnny Depp was like, you know, he has like this like small ass like Yorkshire Terrier or something like that, like a tiny dog, like, and the poo was bigger than the dog. But yeah, Mel, what it is I think realistically I'm waiting for like the 6-hour YouTube documentary on this whole trial and like the breakdown of it. Because for me what it is, it's like I can't keep up with episodic things. Like tune in next week on the blah 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 8 Central Time or whatever, 8 p.m. Central or whatever. And I just get lost. I'm just like, I don't want to wait. Like, so I need everything all at once. Sorry, hold on. Just concentrating on drawing a circle here. Oh, okay. Yes, I will recap it for you. I will make the video. Yes, Mel, thank you. Her nickname is Amber Turd. Oh my god. I am so confused, but I'm laughing. It's okay, Puggy. It's a whole thing. Max Blackcat, have you also been keeping up as diligently as Mel here, or are you just kind of like a casual observer? I hope Netflix makes a show or movie. Oh my god, yeah. Like Netflix, if you needed money and subscriptions, this would be it. Like this, just take all the recaps, or just literally compile the whole thing. Like, it's like there's no show they just make a title card, and then the rest is just all the court hearing videos, like, pieced together. And then that's it. Oh, man. I almost feel like I should just put on the Emily D. Baker videos. For those of you who don't know, Emily D. Baker, I think... I don't know if she's been popular before, but definitely during the pandemic, I feel like she got a little bit more known. She's a prosecutor. She was a prosecutor for a little while, but now she makes like YouTube videos on like legal cases, but like she actually has the professional knowledge when it comes to, you know, how the court works, how the law works, and stuff like that. At least in the United States, in California. So she makes videos kind of like breaking down cases of celebrities or other YouTubers, and how she thinks things are gonna go. Okay, that's an alright circle. I feel bad for Johnny because Amber took both the dogs after the divorce. One was apparently from his late mother. Oh man, that's messed up. That's so fucked up. There was an audio where she said, "Tell the world that I, Johnny Depp, am a victim of abuse and see how many people believe you." Oh, I remember that audio. Oh, she said, "I, a man." Wait, what? Wait, what? But yeah, that's honestly the scary thing, right? Like, of course there's a lot of abuse cases of women, and they still need to be taken into account. Like, they need to be respected. And truth be told, the police don't do a very good job of that. But also, of course, in society, we have to give the same respect for men, too, who have been abused, who are in domestic violence situations, because it's one thing to be physically strong, right? Like, of course, that's usually how abuse, like, women that have been abused, that's their form of abuse. It's psychological, physical, and all that, but for men, like, men can still be abused. Men can still be sexually assaulted. Men can still suffer all of these things. And it is so messed up for people to brush it off because it's men. So, of course, that's how Amber Heard created that. Like, used society's predispositions, biases, and everything. And yeah, just spun this narrative. And of course, like, this T channel that I watched for this, her name is Swoop on YouTube. I like how she prefaces everything, where she always prefaces that Johnny is not a saint. And I think that's very fair. Like, no one is a saint. Everyone has their issues, everyone has their problems, everyone has ways that they reacted badly, and you know, they also might have done something abusive or whatever, but at this point, it's the lesser of two evils here. Oh, I hit you. Right. Oh, there we go. Oh, nice sweater, by the way. Mel, I was waiting for you to, like, comment on this, like, but I like how you came in here, not complimenting the sweater at all, and was just like, Amber Heard and Johnny Depp! Oh, sorry, I just mean she said basically since he's a man, who will believe him? Yeah, exactly. The most ridiculous one is, I didn't punch you, I hit you. I didn't deck you? I didn't deck you, right? Right, Kuroi? I hit you. It's different, okay, guys? But also, she's never ever hit him. She could never, right? She's protecting him by hitting him. She even called her makeup kit a bruise kit by accident. No, he is definitely not a saint, and he also agrees with that. He even says that in his testimony, though. Yeah, and of course, because Johnny Depp is, he has a lot of his issues. He's a drug addict. He's been to rehab countless times. He's had substance abuse issues and everything. Of course, he's not a saint, and, if he's under the influence, that stuff can mess you up, and you're gonna do things that, maybe even partly influenced by your character, but it's still bad. And yeah, I appreciate that there's all this preface from all parties. Alright, time to fill in the eyes. I think we did a pretty good job right here, doing the line art for everything else. But yeah, Kuroi, the whole, I didn't punch you, I hit you, I didn't deck you, it was like a slap or whatever, like girl, these are literally semantics. I did not recognize till now. How are you gonna be a representative of the great Edrin? How are you gonna be the spokesperson of Dren? The representative? Can you imagine you're manning Dren's booth? And someone comes oh, this is a really nice sweater, and you just come in and be like, so have you caught up with the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp trial? She said you put the cover after the foundation, but as someone who doesn't even wear makeup, even I know you put the cover before the foundation. Wait, how does... What's the cover? hello! I hope your little work sesh yesterday went super well. Is cover the powder, or... So, hello, we are talking about the Amber Heard Johnny Depp situation, but I am just a casual observer, and Mel here is now a certified lawyer, apparently. So she is updating us on everything that's happening. Yeah, and he even admits his faults, but Amber Heard never does. She's always blaming everyone else, and it's always someone else's fault that this happened, or they said this. Yeah, absolutely. Anthony's the face representative. I'm just behind the scenes manager. I'm definitely gonna say that. I will talk to every customer about this at Annie Revo. Anthony's gonna fire you, just move you out of the way. I think she was saying concealer or something. I don't remember, but I do remember being like, what? She's going backwards. Thank you, how are you? I am doing pretty solid. I've had to deal... Okay, so, let's see. Over the weekend, I was in Calgary at OdaFest, and that was amazing. The turnout was amazing. OdaFest still continues to reign supreme in how kind they treat their artists, and just the amount of care that they put into not only the convention, but also the people that, are exhibiting and everything. Just chef's kiss, 10 out of 10, one of the best conventions we have. And, oh, here's an update that I did not expect, and it just made my heart sink. Some of you may remember that a couple, last month in April, mid-April, I had to deal with a carnival distributing counterfeit Puglie plushies as prizes, and I had to talk to this guy, and in my opinion, at least reading what I thought was his tone, he just sounded super disrespectful and just super Like, I didn't want to deal with him. He's like, oh, I'm gonna lose $7,000 in sales, sad face. Like, buddy, I'm the original creator here, and you're telling me that maybe this Chinese manufacturer has a designer and two minds, like, great minds think alike. Buddy, please. That $7,000, I'm not seeing that $7,000. Where's my money? But anyways, after that correspondence in April, he had agreed to take down all the plushies, and I thought that was that. And then come Sunday, when I was still in Calgary, I get a message on Instagram from a fan from this other place, still in the same province, but on the island. And she went to a fair and saw these knockoff plushies. And she took a picture and she said, like, this reminds me of your art. And of course, lo and behold, it's those plushies. And I checked the Carnival Sites events calendar, and lo and behold, they are the carnival that is at that event. Yes, again, yes. So, Shantini, hello. We are suing. So, I had a call with my lawyer this morning. Yesterday I had given him all the receipts, like the correspondence, the pictures, and all that. And we hopped on a call this morning to talk about my options and everything. And as usual, intellectual property law is... How should I say this? Intellectual property law is very disheartening for people that don't have money, but want to protect their intellectual property. So the best, kindest, most character growth scenario is to reach out to this guy empathetically, to just talk and discuss and give him the benefit of the doubt that maybe there was some snake or something. And my lawyer tried to be like a very clear common ground. Mel's like, no talking, time to bring down the hammer. Can I be a surprise witness? But don't tell me I want to be surprised. Just Shatini, we need you. Yeah, and so before stream, I was actually working on the email. Typed out this email. I'm having Beth and Zen kind of proofread it a little bit, be a little more middle ground, and before I send it off tonight. But yeah, it's just, my lawyer, in the best way that he can, like, try to explain to me, like, from his point of view, he's just, he's doing these things unbeknownst to you and unbeknownst to himself that Puglie's a thing. He just probably shopped through a catalog of his manufacturers, and obviously the anger shouldn't be directed necessarily towards him, but towards the Chinese manufacturers that stole Puglie in the first place, which I totally get. My upset is that it seemed like he went back on his word, but I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt that he missed a box or something, and I'm trying to kind of give him, I'm trying to tell him, like, what Puglie means to me. I'm a small business. I've also suffered for the last 2 years, last year especially, and I'm looking for sympathy too. And we're trying to meet a middle ground here, so yeah, I guess we'll see. And if things don't work out, it's either I pay my lawyer $2,000 to send him a letter, or I make a post on social media. I guess we'll see. But somewhat luckily for me, I have friends in Playland, like that run Playland. So come around PNE, maybe I can ask my friends to look out for me a little bit. Alright, catching up on this hot tea stream. She uses a theater stage bruise kit to make fake injuries, and she accidentally said she put that bruise cover up on top of her makeup, but up instead of below. Oh, I see. I definitely think they are both at fault, but Amber Heard is 100% the bad guy here. Oh yeah, how was Calgary? Super good. Odafest had some issues because they had an unprecedented number of people show up. They literally sold out of all tickets for the convention, and it was just, they were at like a fire capacity. Like if they allowed more people to enter the convention, the fire marshal might have come and shut down the convention entirely. So it was a really tough spot for them. But otherwise, as an artist, it was a great show. I'll be a juror. Guilty. Guilty. This is what I've been studying for. Wait, is it Playland that stole Puglie? No, it's the Carnival. So, the Carnival a company is West Coast Amusements. They're the ones that do the carnivals in like Lansdowne, Coquitlam, and they're the carnival. I'm pretty certain they are the carnival that just like sets up shop in the PNE. Like Playland is the amusement park, right? It's like our amusement park, and then when it comes time for the PNE, Playland looks like it expands, but really it's just the carnival coming in. But hopefully what I can do is ask my friends at Playland if, you know, if there's anything they can do on their end, if they can keep an eye out for me or something. I don't know what powers can be used or crossed or whatever. But hey, surprisingly, somehow being, having worked at Playland is proving to be a benefit to me in my future. But yeah, and then pending, like, the guy's response, I guess I'll ask who his manufacturer is, and see if I can shut them down at its core. Because luckily, the lawyer that I work with, his law firm has connections to like other IP lawyers. It turns out the world of intellectual property law is quite small and tight-knit because they have to enforce this type of, you know, intellectual property across the world because everywhere is stealing. So at least he has connections to a law firm in China that does a lot of this stuff, and yeah, I'm at least in good hands. The money is the issue, but I guess we'll see. Alright, colored this eye pretty much enough, I think. Donation goal, oh my god. Hey guys, I am raising funds to sue a Chinese company. Please donate if you can. It's an adventure, and to be honest, like, it always sucks. I'll do it. It's just, it always sucks because I know a lot of people try to comfort artists, me and stuff, by saying like, hey, this is a good thing, like, hey, Puglie's famous enough to be stolen, or Puglie's famous enough to be want to be stolen and stuff like that. And I get it, you're trying to like try to see the silver lining that he's popular, or that maybe people will like him and stuff like that, but especially now, it just feels like salt on the wound. No, it's not okay. Julie, hello, thank you so much for joining. Yeah, it's not okay, because I say especially now because I think I've mentioned this before, but quite honestly, last year Puglie made a loss. Puglie made a loss as a company. I was fine because I have to pay myself salary, but Puglie as a company made a loss last year. It was the first loss I've ever experienced in the 7 years I've been doing Puglie. And obviously, I'm not the only one. A lot of small businesses and restaurants suffered a lot and did not survive the pandemic. The fact that I'm still around with Puglie as a full-time job is a blessing. But it hurts. It not only hurts that I'm not getting the monetary support from my own hard work, but the salt on the injury is someone steals his design that I took time and effort into making, makes a crappy product with it, a very poor quality product that I would never sign off on, and then on top of that, the cherry on top of this is that this is my hometown. I grew up with this carnival. Every year this carnival came around Richmond, I would visit it at least once. I worked at Playland when the carnival was there. I know the carnival is the staple to PNU. This is my hometown. This is where I want people to know that Puglie exists. This is where Puglie's from, and to be proud of it. That's so stinky, right? And this is what adds that extra cherry on top of the salt, the hurt and everything, is that this is happening locally. Like, if this was happening in, like, I don't know, Mexico or, I don't know, Taiwan or something, like, yeah, I'd feel pretty shitty about it, but I'm like, this feels a little less out of, a little more out of my control. But the fact that I may potentially see it in my hometown, hurts me. It's like a locational pride thing, right? It's like a patriotic thing. I don't know how to explain it. Can you offer to sell it to them? Like, sell that small copyright to them or something, if that makes sense. Oh, like licensing. Yeah, I can offer to, like, give them a temporary license where, yeah, I essentially give them the sign off that it's okay to sell this, because you paid me. But it's more like, I don't want that quality of work out there. I just don't want Puglie to be associated with that in general. And also, I just have this feeling that, like, this guy's not gonna pay. Like, he's not gonna want to pay me for something that he already paid for. And also, at the price point that I assume he's getting these plushies in, the price point that this Chinese company is selling at, like, I don't want to cheapen Puglie like that. Because, like, these plushies are probably bottom barrel. Like, their quality isn't great, they're quickly made, and they just don't look good. They look passable at best. But yeah, outside of the Twitch streams, I haven't actually even mentioned the company. Like, in no way, shape, or form have I ever publicly called them out or anything. This has all been private via emails and stuff. But yeah, I guess we'll see how it goes. I thought this was happening in China. I had no idea it was in Vancouver. What the hell? Yeah, so the Carnival, West Coast Amusements, they're a traveling carnival. So they actually go around, around British Columbia, like Victoria, Nanaimo, Coquitlam, Vancouver, and then they'll go to places in Alberta and stuff. I don't exactly know how far they go. I don't think they travel all the way to the East Coast, but I think they hit up Alberta and British Columbia. So the manufacturer is in China, because you know, they're the ones making the plushies and they're the ones selling it. But the distribution is here in Vancouver, or in British Columbia. The head office of this carnival is actually in Chilliwack. And like in a lot of ways, like I think we all know that carnival stuff is like rip-off stuff. Like there's no way it's like actual licensed products or whatever, right? But to me the line is like the popularity of the thing. Okay, I need to go now. Catch you all next time. Puggy, thank you so much for being here. I'll catch you next time, and take care. Dang. Yep. Like, for me, it's like, look, I'm renting my apartment here in Vancouver. I am living frugally. I made a loss last year, so did a lot of other companies. But like, I am, personally speaking, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. And I'm not raking it in. I'm not a millionaire. I'm not even like half a millionaire. I'm nowhere close to even like anything close to that. If you're ripping off something like Hello Kitty, Rilakkuma, Disney, or whatever, like I think that's a little bit more fair, because those places are probably like just sucking in money everywhere. But for me to see my creation just produced like this, to be like mass produced and sold like this for pennies, and other people are profiting off of my work, and I am just like, and I am like looking over my bank account in the middle of every month, it fucking sucks. And I have goals to grow Puglie. I know I can grow him and everything, but it's just salt on the injury. Like, not only is Puglie getting stolen, but he's sold. His brand is, in my opinion, getting watered down, or being attributed to poor quality. And I'm not getting any support that I would for all my hard work. Alright, let's see. Aw, Julie, thanks for the emote. Julie, how have you been? How's, were you able to, get a sample pack of those sticker books, or, like, how's everything going? But yeah, that's a slight update of how am I. Outside of the convention being super great in Calgary, and I was very happy to be there. This was the thing that happened that I have to deal with. And oh man, I am kind of afraid of my upcoming July and August, because I'm essentially back to back with conventions, and I have fear. I have fear. I'm so afraid I'm gonna be exhausted and tired and burnt out, and also probably catching COVID at some point. But it is what it is. Alright, let me triple checking the line weight and everything. Feel like this can be just cleaned up a little bit. Thank you for that info. I was in the middle I was in the middle of a move last week, but I did check the site. Oh, I was looking at the same site to make some washi tape. Haven't done that yet. Oh, all right. Well, congratulations on the move. I hope it's been super smooth, and that you're all settled in. I saw that you were like streaming again. Like I saw the notification on Twitter that like you set up your stream again with a new stream schedule. So yeah, I hope everything's all nice and set up. But yeah, also, I've received samples from that company before of their washi tape, and they look pretty damn good. So, can't wait to see all the new stuff you're coming out with. Two months until Annie Revo. Oh my god, I cannot wait, and yet I can also wait. Like, I need more time. I need more time to create things, to draw things. I need more time for my manufacturers to respond to me. We will dodge all the COVID. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Chloe, fingers crossed. There we go. Oh my god, I know, it's coming up so fast. It's kind of wild. Like, I can't believe we're already at the end of May. What happened? What happened, guys? Everything's just coming up so fast. Oh my god. This pupil's always taking the longest time because I'm just trying to get the circle right. Please. Okay, let me try reversing this and see. Like, I know he's always a little like oblongy because my brush is at a oval slant, but he's so wonky. Maybe that's the charm of Puglie, just how wonky he is. For all our artists out there, I pray that you are faster than I. Me, I miss drawing. Also me, just dying inside every time I'm drawing. It really is just the line art though. It always feels like it takes forever, and it does. It's partially my perfectionism, but partially also just my lack of skill. You would think 8 years of doing this would make me better, but I truly do not think so. Alright. Yeah, I'm getting used to a new place. It's getting better every day. Aw, I like the weather up here, and scenery is really nice. Oh, wait, so you moved to like a new place as in like a new city or like a whole new like province kind of thing? Do you guys think it will be really hot again this year? Should I invest in AC? I feel like it's probably going to be really hot again. Like, I don't think our climate change issues are changing anytime soon for the better. The neighbor in the apartment building across from me already set up his fan that you can put in line with the window, so that like one fan is used to blow air out and the other is used to blow air in. I don't know, Mel. Maybe I'm just waiting for myself to evolve to just deal with this heat. Alright, save. And you know what? I'm gonna call this. JK, I guess I'm just wanna. Call this. Move this eyebrow over here, like so. And just heighten this roundness a little bit. Turn on my stabilizer. Try to draw this in one very nice stroke. Oh, I moved from North California to the Seattle area last month. Then I found my place a couple of weeks ago, so I'm finally settling in. Oh, nice, Julie. Oh, we're kind of so close. We're like distant neighbors. But congrats on the move. And I hope you really enjoy Seattle. I was just ranting about how I got a ticket in Seattle, a parking ticket in Seattle, earlier in the stream. So, if you drive, make sure that if you're going up to Capitol Hill, to always back in your car, or else you will get a $47 fine, and then your license plate will be listed on the Seattle municipality website. Apparently that's a thing. Vancouver, you are close to Glenn from Yeti? Yeah, I am. Glenn and I are still waiting for we're not waiting. It's just we still need to make like a ramen date, like for us to meet up and just like meet each other in real life for the first time. We like made these plans in the middle of COVID when like things open up, and things are now okay, but it's just at this point it's conflicting schedules. So Julie, if you would like to come up for ramen sometime, we can all meet IRL. Last year we were sweating bullets, sweating constantly and just crying at how hot it was. Yeah, last year when we had that heat wave, Peggy told me to sleep over at her apartment because her apartment has central AC. So I didn't really want to, but I'm like, okay, and I guess I survived. I guess. But I didn't get to work. I didn't get to be at my laptop and work and draw. I thought Julie was still talking to me. I was like, who's Glenn? You don't know Glenn? He doesn't come here? He should. Yeti, Glenn is Yeti.com, Mel. I don't know if you recognize that kind of username, but he's the owner of the Yeti, and they sell apparel and other like cool things for like indie gamers and creators and stuff. Glenn was telling me about the night market over there during the summer. Yeah. So, over here we have this thing called the Richmond Night Market, It's already open actually, which is I feel like earlier than the previous years, right, Mel? Um, and yeah, it's this massive outdoor night market, and people we go there for cheap food, like snacks, like street food, like things you eat on a stick or like a like just a paper plate or something. You can get things like taiyaki or curry fish balls. Get drinks in like a baby bottle and stuff. Some of the stuff is tasty. Other things are just for the aesthetic. Um, and then there's also like a section of the night market, a huge section that's for shopping. But most, if not all, the shopping stuff is like drop ship items or counterfeit goods. Socks. Socks are very popular. And yeah, phone cases, stickers, all that stuff. But yeah, it's cheap. It's just like a night out kind of thing, and yeah, taiyaki, yeah. Sounds like so much fun. It is. It is a big draw. Like it gets packed, and yeah, you just everything is usually like $10 and under, and you just get to taste a lot of things. Where did you get that shirt again? It was like a shrine on your pocket or something. It was so cute. Oh, it's from 1% Talent. They're based in Toronto. It's 1% Talent. Yeah, definitely. I was so surprised. It's usually late May, but it opened like early or mid-April. It was odd. It was like mid-April that they opened, yeah. My friend was telling me we can even do a day trip to Vancouver. You absolutely can. From like Seattle downtown to Vancouver, it's only like a 3-hour drive. So you can definitely come up later, like anytime during the day. Do your rounds, and then you just go back down. And according to my friend, the border doesn't close anymore, so you can like cross the border at any time in the night. $10 and under, huge. When was the last time you went to the night market? Okay, the Rotatoes are like super overpriced, but like you can get a good cup of like curry fish balls for like $6 or $8. Or like dumplings for like $8, like 10 dumplings or like 12 dumplings for $8. I feel like most things are around like, okay, maybe $8 or $10, maybe. I don't know. When was the last time night market was even open? 2019. We had the night market open last year, right? Which I definitely avoided because it was so crowded. There was no such thing as a COVID restriction there. Like I know that it's outdoors, but it's so crowded. Even normal, like it just looked like normal night market. Like I feel like taiyaki, you could get like two taiyakis for like $12 or $15. So like it evens out to like $6 or $8 each. Is it more like a tourist thing, not for peeps in Vancouver? Oh no, it's absolutely for like everyone in Vancouver. Like people, so it's in Richmond. I mean, I know this means nothing. It's in one city, and like basically all the surrounding cities of Vancouver all come for this night market. Like it's definitely for locals to come hang out with friends and just enjoy like nighttime snacks with each other and everything. It's people drive there. It's also literally underneath our SkyTrain, which is like our subway station, but above ground. So it's really easy to get to. Like it's just really accessible for everyone. Like I would say throughout our summers, if you're hanging out with friends, you would probably go to the night market. Maybe like say if you're hanging out with the same group of friends, right? You would probably go to the night market maybe once a month. uh, twice if you're like craving something that you found at like a food stand. But if you're hanging out with like multiple like different groups of friends or especially people that are visiting, then the night market is where you would take them. The last Annie Revo, I ate so much at the night market. Of course, of course you did. Yeah, it's definitely the place to hit up when you come visit Vancouver. And Julie, I would even say like, so the night market only happens on the weekend. It happens on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I think like if there's a holiday like a long weekend, like say Monday is a public holiday, I think they stay open those days too. Um, but I would be willing to bet at this time if you get lucky with like a nice and sunny weekend in Vancouver, it would be a good time to come. Granted, I don't know if all stands are open. I assume they are, but like summer is when it gets like is the peak season, and right now I don't know how it is, but I would imagine it's like okay right now. If you want to get like a sneak preview. But again, I don't know if like all the stands and stores are open already. A bunch of ice cream, skewers, wraps, mochi, and stuff. Yeah, I always go for like the basic, like pot stickers. Um, if I can find a cheap rotato, I would eat it. But like rotatos are so overpriced now. Oh, there were these like deep fried fish. Like they were about like yay big, and there were like 12 of them on a super long skewer. Oh man, that fish was so good. Also taiyaki, I would eat taiyaki. Um, like mochi ice cream or deep fried milk. Oh man, there was a stand that sold deep fried milk. So good. Oh, and then on a hot day, it would be yeah, like ice cream, soft serve, shaved ice, like mango shaved ice or something. Oh, Kuroi, did you? Does Toronto have a bubble tea festival? Because we have a bubble tea festival coming up, I think in June. Deep fried milk, yes. I don't know like how they do it, but it's almost like it's gelatinous, like it's like a cube almost. It's like gelatinous, and then the outside, like the deep fry, is almost like a tempura batter. It's very light, very crispy, but then like when you bite into it, it's like it's hot, and it's just this creamy texture and taste, and it's like one of my favorite like treats. There's so much bubble tea in every plaza that we don't need a festival. I mean, fair. Bubble tea. None of Toronto's food festivals are back yet. Oh, interesting. What? Where? Okay, wait. Let me look this up. Vancouver Bubble Tea Festival. Let me see if I can expand this. Oh, July 22nd. Okay, my bad. Hold on. Let me move this out of the text area. My bad. So it's July 22nd at Swangard Stadium in Burnaby. Let's see what's good. Let's see what's good. Okay, so it's like it's in Burnaby, but of course we call it Vancouver. So Vancouver Bubble Tea Festival coming this summer to Burnaby. We have already put the Vancouver Bubble Tea Festival on your radar, but there are some new details that have been revealed about the event. After being postponed for 2 years, this shindig, which coins itself as the largest bubble tea festival in Canada, is slated to finally happen this summer in Metro Vancouver. Oh, July 22nd and 23rd, so Julie, mark your calendar. The celebration of all things boba will take place at Burnaby's Swangard Stadium. In addition to being named the Trudon Vancouver Bubble Tea Festival 2022, and being presented by Fantuan Delivery, organizers shared info on how the event will go down. There will be 20 street food booths, 10 bubble tea brands, and approximately 30 retail booths participating. Okay, so like, it's like the bubble tea festival, but like, there's only 10 bubble tea brands that are showing up. The rest are street food, and then there's like 30 retail. So it's like 30 food and drink, 30 retail. What's good? There will also be performances, games, and a Pearl judging contest where people can vote for their favorite bubble tea shop. In addition, expect the following: 50 supercars displayed on the spot. Wow. 10 photo booths showcasing scenes from Taiwan. Pearl and handicraft workshop, environmental clothing show, singing contest, a flash mob. I mean, that kind of defeats the purpose of flash mob if you announce it. A Mr. Boba and Miss Pearl ambassador contest. Do you just get dressed up as a giant pearl and you just walk up on stage as the Mr. Boba? Oh my god, that's so cute. Oh, so there's a $10 admission, which is around the same price as our night market, right? Like $10 or $12? What does it eat? I feel like around that ballpark. And it's 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. Okay. Why is it only going till 5 p.m.? Like, that's only 6 hours. Why not just have it go up until like 9 p.m. or something, or 8 p.m. Like cover that dinner time, you know? Bubble Tea Festival, Puggies. Bubble Tea Festival, the Trudon Vancouver Bubble Tea Festival 2022. Okay, I don't know. Like, okay, I get it. Maybe you are doing the cutoff time so that people can go to dinner. But at that point, you might as well just cover dinner, especially when you have like 20 street food booths. Like, huh? Puglie can be the ambassador. Oh, what a dream. What a dream. Alright, what's good, Vancouver Bubble Tea Festival? Look at that chunky bubble tea. Oh, hey! They're using Modak as the font, too. I always get so amused when I like know fonts that places or businesses are using. TK Rock Talent Show, MC Wanted. Countdown 60 days. I guess this is like the team. Oh wait. I don't recognize anyone. Corporate tickets. I mean, they're doing really good with like the all the social media and everything, so good on them. Alright, what's good? Filming our commercials. Oh wow, they got a dance going on and everything. Alright, so yeah, that's the Vancouver Bubble Tea Festival. I am not sponsored by them in any way. I wish I was, but here's a free shout out, Vancouver Bubble Tea Festival. He is already around like Boba. Oh, Julie. Yeah, imagine just this. It's like, hey, can I be the ambassador? And I just send them this file. That'd be so cute. I wish I could do more collaborations with like cafes, bubble tea shops, like dessert shops, anything. Just anything food related. Just let Let me in! Let me in! Like, I wanna be where the food is. Alright, hide the sketch layer, fix out some of this boba. I have to admit, like, I never call bubble tea boba tea, or like boba. I've always called it bubble tea, and it's, I don't know why, it's weird to me when people say boba, but I know that is, like, literally what the Taiwanese word is, so, like, I just never heard it before. Because at least in Kanto, we're just like, boba, boba lai cha. But then in English, I'm just like, yeah, bubble. Bubble. Not sponsored yet. Yet. Yeah, maybe, like, just reach out to, like, do you guys need an ambassador? Can I be sponsored by you? So, I mean, heck, if the hours are, like, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., and if I get a tent there to, sell for Puglie, then heck yeah. Easy peasy. I don't know, like, okay, from an exhibitor point of view, seeing 11 a.m. to 5 p.m., I'm like, oh, thank God, like, I can get dinner and stuff. But as an attendee, I just feel so rushed. And to me, it's like, why don't you just extend it? But this only makes sense for the food part. The retail part, not so much, I guess. Oh, wait. Guys, what was the date again? Was it July 17th or July 11th? Wait, I think either way, I'm not even in Vancouver. I'm in Toronto at the time. Hello, I'm an ambassador. I'm not actually here. I'm across the country. Bye. Alright, I think I fixed the eyes. Alright, they're now more in line. Why did I choose? Why is art my thing? Why couldn't I have been an amazing knitter? Just every little detail. This is going to be the logo for the bubble tea vinyl toy that people can optionally stick on their toy. I guess I'm debating either letting people stick it or it gets printed on. I guess whatever is cheaper. But I figure maybe some people might not. I don't know. I guess I'll see. I'll see how the design comes out. Anime North is 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Friday. Oh. Guess we're having dinner first. Guess I'm bringing my Soylent with me. Oh, I'm opposite. When people say bubble tea, it sounds like bubble, like soda. Ah, I know what people meant, but it's just my brain. I see. I wonder, what does, what is bubble tea called in Japanese? Do I know it and I just forgot it? I really don't know. I don't think I actually ever knew what bubble tea was in Japanese. 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. Like, who's coming at 10 p.m., guys? Like, okay, I get after work and everything. I mean, at least it's not a Thursday. At least it's not a Thursday. But dang, 10 p.m. Like I assume people will just be going home, getting ready for Saturday. They are called tapioca milk tea. Ah, right. Okay. Okay. Saturday is 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. We did. Kuroi, we did. You're free to use my helper as food delivery. Wait, you're gonna have a helper? But I accidentally call it boba tea all the time. Sweats. It's okay. We all get the idea. It's so interesting because like tapioca is the most like objective, clear way to say it. You know, like actually for the longest time I didn't even know that the pearls in bubble tea were tapioca. Like, you know, growing up you just call them pearls. So, or bubbles. So it's like, oh, what is this? And then only in like, I don't know, I think high school did I learn that it was tapioca, and I was like, oh, what an interesting little thing. All right, I'm gonna stop noodling this. I'm gonna look at this from here. I think, pretty sure it's fine. At this point, I'm just overworking it, and I should just ship it. Just ship it. Just send it. Send it. Alright, hide the sketches layer. I mean, what's in my sketches layer? Why do I have so many? Oh, my other ideas. Okay, hide the sketches layer. Let's get coloring. And the coloring is easy because this one is just a straight up fill. But I'm going to expand my canvas a little bit first to make room for the lettering, the fonts. Oh, okay. Oh, that's... Okay. But yeah, Julie, what's your favorite bubble tea flavor? And Kuroi, I think you said you like tea flavors more, right? I think for me, okay, for the longest time back then, and I think still mostly now, I just like milk tea with pearls. I usually judge a place by their milk tea, but I find myself often going for mango smoothies now. If the smoothie is not a slush, like if the smoothie is blended with like more milk and I don't know, cream or ice cream or something, I'm totally okay with that. Less like slush, like icy or something. And otherwise, I just like milk teas, like fake taro milk tea, or pudding, or I don't know, anything sweet and dairy. That's what I go for. Alright, now I can easily sample all layers. Let's grab these. Expand about 15 pixels. There we go. Color this white. This straw is going to be red because Puglie's tongue is covered, so this will have to do. And let's make this into that milk tea color, which I think is going to be the difficult part. So I'm going to put this on a separate layer, color this in. That looks like dirt. And let's just play with the hue and saturation a little bit. That's around the color. I just need to lighten this up. I'm gonna check. Okay, not as greenish. Put a little Thai milk tea there. Okay, that's good. Ah! What's happening? Carmen! Hello, hello! Yeah, I like Fruity Bobas. I used to get matcha, but now strawberry milk is my favorite. Ooh, both solid flavors. Brings an army of raiders to shower you with love and support. Carmen, thank you so very much for all the love. Hello, the Takoyaki crew. Hello. I gotta do this. I like how the announcer, like the thing is just like, whoa. Carmen, how was your stream? What did you do today? I think you drew, right? Big shout outs to my friend Carmen here. Please check her out. She does the most amazing, adorable, soft creatures and boys and girls. And just an amazing person all around. Recently started doing full-time artisting, actually beginning of the pandemic, but like started doing conventions and everything, and I'm just so proud of her for all the stuff that she's accomplished in this time, especially during the lockdown and everything. All those emotes, Lord, so cute. No, I went through my Hawaii pictures for like 2.5 hours, and then I played Little Witch in the Woods. Little Witch in the Woods. Is that a creepy game? For stream back in a while. I mean, I figured. But also, how was your Hawaii trip? I mean, going through pictures for 2.5 hours, it must have been a good trip. Let's see. Right now, I'm just figuring out a good milk tea color, which I think is gonna be that. I think it's a little bright for milk tea, but it's good enough. You don't want to go back. I know. It's a cozy, fun game. Oh, okay. That sounds cute. I want to play a cozy, fun game. Okay. In completely like not cozy. I was looking at this like game that's a management game. Except you play. So, for those of you here who know what Sweeney Todd is about, or who don't know, maybe, Sweeney Todd is about a barber that he gets a little psychotic. He was unjustly like arrested or whatever. Anyways, he's a barber and he kills some of his clientele. And then, in partnership with another completely unhinged woman, she butchers the clientele that he kills into food. So they make like pies and meat pastries and stuff like that. Sorry to raid in Yeet, but I gotta meet my dad for some errand. I lurky. Alright, Carmen, thank you so much for the raid and everything. Have fun with the errands and take care. I'll catch you soon for that little night class. Take care of my Twitch babies for me, absolutely. All of you here, thank you so very much for being here, for joining in on the raid, and for saying hi. I appreciate you so much. Sorry that you see this cute pug, and I'm just talking about butchering human beings. But, anyways, yeah, that's essentially the point of Sweeney Todd. And there's this game out. It's a small indie game. It's only about like $6. And it's about you managing a tailor shop, and your wife runs a pub downstairs, and of course you can probably see where this is going. You as a tailor, you kill some of your clientele, and then you take their clothes, and then you use their clothes as material to create new clothing for other clientele, and then your wife downstairs takes the bodies and makes them into like pies and stuff for the pub. And I want to play that game. Despite all the cuteness of Puglie and everything, I feel like I don't like horror games, or okay, no. I don't play horror games because I get scared easily. I don't like jump scares, and also I have quite good photographic memory. So if something scary shows up on screen, I am going to remember it. And I don't want that. But I do really like horror games because they usually have the most kind of interesting story. Like, oh, who got wronged, or why is this place haunted and stuff. But I also kind of like stuff like macabre. So this kind of like Sweeney Todd inspired game where it's a management simulator. It's kind of food. It's kind of like crafting. You're running a store, and it's kind of dark. Is somewhat my type of game, which I feel like clashes with the whole Puglie aesthetic. But this is me. Alright, let me get these highlights in, or try to desperately. I want them to be thick, but not too thick, and not too close to. Or, you know what? Maybe I'll do this as the, there we go, get that little shine in. I don't know if I'm really sold on this look, but I'm just doing this for now. Let's see. Alright. I got a little class meeting thing at about 6, so maybe another 15 minutes of working on this, and then I will call it a day. So, oh shoot, what was the name that we all agreed on? It was like Poots and Boba or something? Let me just triple check. Keep planning, Poots and Boba, alright. Puglie's eyes are tapioca. Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. It really is. He's just a good tapioca boy. Alright, let me. Oh, that's really huge. I don't need it that large. Even smaller is fine. I want this to be Modak. And put this here for now. And let me see how this fits. I will do this here for now. Do it like so. Yeah, at this part of the design phase, I noodle around until I kind of get the look I like. Because maybe I want it curved a bit, and then I want it, like, expanded. But I want this to be in line first, like so. Get this over here. Like, maybe around here. And then like that. Let's do an arch for this too and see how it does. Not that intense of an arch. Like, this is a really basic way to go about it. I'm not feeling this so far, but I just want to get the idea out. And then, noodle around from here. Oh no, I don't want the size to be large, I want this to be... I'm just looking at the text right now. I'm like, what if I named it Pooba? Like Pooba. Would that be too gross for people? Because I have this like inside joke with myself where it's like Bubble Tea Puglie. You kind of see Puglie just floating with all these pearls, but it's like, how do you know those are pearls and not little poos? There's this, and let me just Boba. It's like, what if the pearls you're drinking is actually Puglie's poo? What if Puglie makes tapioca? Alright, let me duplicate the artwork. Let me play around with how it says. Boba. Let's try another thing. Group that, duplicate, cancel this, ungroup layer, make this smaller, Poots, and Boba. Yeah, it's a bit long. It's a little bit long. But I must admit, at this point, like, the Pooba is kind of growing on me. I feel like that's like another drawing board thing. Like, I have to reconsider in the drawing board. Right, let me move this little thing over here. I think after these got filled out a little bit more, there's too much mass and not enough like space. Poots and Boba. Alright, let me try duplicate this. This, do this. Remove any scale. That. Oh, what if I did, trying to stuff up with more, ooh. Maybe I'm finding something. Make sure this lined up. Something. There's something here.
Or hang out at the house like a clothesline. In a dress or some sweats, girl, you're so fine, yeah. I could be the end to your sign. Like a movie when we make out in the rain. We can strip it all down, girl, in no time, yeah. Whatever you want, yeah. Whatever you need. Whenever they
I'm liking the arrangement of this font, but like, gotta fix it up a little bit. Alright, I'm just gonna once again copy this, paste this, move this over here. Okay. Okay. If I make this in line, I feel this might be a possibility. I need to extend Puglie's body, maybe, to fix him up a little bit. I mean, I need to fix it anyways. I'm looking at this now, and I'm thinking, like, hi, Yepity! I'm looking at this now and thinking this might be a good decal, too. Like, to put on your car and stuff, like a little peeking one. So I might make him into a decal, which means I have to extend his body anyways. But I'm kind of liking it where this cutoff is kind of. I'm liking the arrangement of the Boba. Oh my god, Poot! Yepity, hello, how have you been doing? I also have to apologize, you are coming in at the last, like, couple minutes, because I have a little something to prepare for, a little class I'm taking on, like, Shopify, taught by a friend of mine, Isla So, the creator of Frog Cult. Oh, okay. You know what? I'm feeling this. Feeling this a little bit more. I will have to edit the artwork, but I think this is nearly there. I'm thinking, like, I could make Puglie straighter, but I don't. I want to be, like, leaning back, like he's so excited to drink all this. Oh, I think that's a pretty solid spot. Oh my god, I hope it goes well. Yeah, it's probably gonna be super good. It's not like, there's no homework, there's no quiz or anything. I'm just there to absorb information. But I'm also kind of excited about this new, okay, I'm gonna save. Oh, this looking so cute. I'm pretty excited about this. I am busy but good. Been prepping for a shop launch. Yes! Is, yeah, are you relaunching your store, or are you, is this like your first store? I don't think this is your first store, though. Ah, that's a good bump, too. This is so cute. I'm really happy with this. I am, where are all these? Alright, I am officially not interested in any of you. Gonna delete all this, save myself some file space. Yes, my own website off of Etsy. Congratulations, Yepany! Oh my gosh, congrats! Nothing as sophisticated, as cool as your merch. Oh my god, Yepany, no, don't even. Your merch is so adorable, or as cool. Your merch is as adorable and cool and as great as it can be, and I'm so absolutely sure it's just gonna get better and better. But you know what? There's a lot of charm in handmade stuff. There's a lot of skill in handmade stuff too, and like, I wish I had the patience to sit down and just like create clay sculptures of Puglie and stuff, because I really don't, and that's why I don't make it. But oh, I can't wait. Are you working off of Shopify? Are you just kind of like counting your numbers and doing all the inventory now and stuff, or are you still designing the layout and everything? There's this new shop hosting site that I'm pretty curious about. It's called Fourth Wall, and Philip DeFranco. I don't know how many of you guys here know Philip DeFranco or Philly D. Off of YouTube. It was hired as like the creative chief of creative operations or something, and it looks super promising. Like the site itself, it's apparently like free to sign up, free to have. It's currently just in like its beta or just like invite only phase and everything. I emailed in and asked if I can be invited, and they sent me an invite. So I'm excited to poke around in there, because what's really unique about this is not only is it free, but it's automatically integrated into things like Printful and Bespoke and other things. So you can work with these manufacturers that are already partnered up with this company to facilitate things. You can also do whatchamacallit, like, these manufacturers also do things like not print on demand, but it's like, hey, we have this mug, and the minimum order quantity is 300. And if you run this pre-order and you reach 300, then like we're good to go kind of thing. They also have a built-in membership system, so instead of, telling people to go to Patreon, they can just go to your website. And you can also still have your own merchandise. Like, you can still have your own fulfillment in your own apartment while all this is going on. So this sounds a little too good to be true. At the moment, it seems very geared towards like YouTubers or like people that have channels, because when you sign up, it's like, what's your main channel? And I'm like, I have this YouTube that I don't use, but here you go. But they accepted me, and I'm excited to poke around and see how it goes. Not Shopify, because Big Cartel was a little more affordable. Don't tell your Shopify friend. Wait, I have a Shopify friend? Oh, no worries. Isla is not a Shopify representative or anything like that. She's just, she's done a lot of poking around, a lot of client work on Shopify, so she's like our Shopify guru. And we're just like, Isla, please teach us how to do this. But yeah, I'm excited to see, just absorb knowledge. I don't know how much it will be like useful for me or helpful. I'm sure some skills will be passed across. And heck, I don't even know if this new store system is gonna work out for me. I have hopes, but I'm not. You know what? If it doesn't work out, I still have Shopify. I'm not gonna like close down everything just to like put all my eggs or put all my pugs in a basket, I'm gonna be cautious and smart about this. But, well, let me go back to my, is this gonna work? Yeah, I don't know if there was a transition. Back on my main cam. Yepany, all the best of luck on your shop launch and everything. All my pugs in a basket. Yeah, all my pugs in a basket. Just these useless little pugs, all stuck in a basket, having no idea what's happening. That's how I always imagine Puglie. But Yepany, thank you so much for joining near the end. I hope your shop launch is gonna be good, and I hope I'll see it pop up on Twitter so I can retweet it and stuff. But all the best of luck in setting up your store and everything, all that inventory. It is a job. It is a job. But for everyone else, thank you so much for your lurky workies. Thank you so much for chatting. Julie, Mel, Kuroi, Desire, all of you, Mex Black Cat, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for updating me on the Amber Heard and Johnny Depp situation. For those of you that are in Vancouver, my next event is Japan Market, June 11th to 12th. That is at the Vancouver Art Gallery in downtown. And for those of you that might be going to Toronto or in Toronto, my event is Anime North, July 15th to 17th. Otherwise, I will see you guys, next week. And I guess we'll see what we'll get up to next time. Sending you all the good vibes too. Talk to you soon. All the love, all the support to all of you. Take care. Have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm not gonna raid anyone just because I just want to set up for my next thing. So take care and enjoy whatever it is that you're gonna enjoy. I don't know. My outros are awful. Bye guys. Take care.